Are some new developments tonight on the marijuana front. More litigation is coming against the state from nearly a dozen dispensaries that were left out of the latest round of licenses that are awarded by regulators.
This comes as the Tax Commission canceled a meeting set for Monday where questions were likely to be raised about this issue. Politics Now co-host Patrick Walker is here with the story for us. Patrick.
Well, Sasha and Denise, Monday, attorney and former Secretary of State Ross Miller will be filing a motion on behalf of 11 dispensary owners in an ongoing lawsuit against the Nevada Department of Taxation. The owners allege the department, which oversaw the scoring and approval of dispensary license applications, are leaving them and the public in the dark. There were 462 applications for 61 new marijuana dispensary licenses in 2018. On December 11th, we began to learn who received them and who didn't.
When we found out we didn't get any licenses, I was just flabbergasted.
Longtime Las Vegas businessman John Ritter is a board member with the Grove Dispensary. He was notified that he did not receive a license, but there were no further details.
What criteria did they use to score these? And he said, I can't tell you. You can't tell me how the process ran. You can't tell me what criteria was used. No, I can't tell you any of that.
The regulations that govern the state's cannabis industry outline a process where applications are scored and ranked based on criteria, including the experience of the owners, whether they operate other establishments, diversity, financial plans, and amount of taxes paid. The state has not released the names of who was awarded the licenses, but we have been able to account for many of them through press releases and general inquiries. 38 of the 61 licenses, 62%, went to just 6 companies. When Ritter and others learned of this, they wanted to find out how they scored, which is all the state would let them know. But beyond that, like how their scores ranked against those who won licenses, is a mystery.
They would just show your scores, and the minute that you started asking questions, they'd say, oh, we can't answer that, can't answer that, can't answer that.
We also requested that information from the state 3 months ago. Citing a law passed ahead of the rollout of the state's medical marijuana program in 2013, the Department of Taxation says much of the information on the applications and subsequent scores are not public information. We did receive a spreadsheet of the dates and times each application was received, though the names of the applicants are not listed. Ritter's attorney, Ross Miller, has run into similar issues.
I think that the justification offered by the department as to why this has been so secret is absolute nonsense.
Miller questions the Department of Taxation's interpretation of the privacy law related to these applications. Tick Segerbloom, an attorney and back then the state senator largely behind getting the state's marijuana industry up and running, also questions the interpretation. Additionally, Miller takes issue with who scored the applications.
I'm alarmed by the fact that they use temp workers. They won't tell us the identity of who those temp workers were. Certainly if they were state employees, we'd all be able to look. They'd be on the government payroll.
Monday, Miller will file a motion asking a judge to halt the licensing process. If any issues are found, Miller and his clients want to see a redo on this most recent round of dispensary license applications. A spokesperson for the Department of Taxation says the agency does not comment specifically on pending litigation, but as to questions about the process, she sent me the following statement. It reads in part, quote, from the outset, the department has been as transparent as we can without violating the confidentiality of license applicants. The department remains committed to the principle of transparency and will continue to provide it in every manner possible that does not put us in violation of Nevada law or administrative code, end quote. She also sent us a response addressing specifically the distribution of the licenses and the point of view of the department. You can view all of that, including those statements, on our website, lasvegasnow.com. Back over to you.